ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity, Copilot, are they really changing the way B2B buyer find information?
So it's very clear that AI search is gradually winning. People are preferring AI search for researching information, buying information.
What is the next SEO? These search engines are now also adopting AI. We have curated method, we have conversational method. So what is the next SEO then?
And AIO is going to develop further,
Okay.
or GEO is going to develop further.
Okay.
The whole aspect of GEO is content discovery or brand discovery
Okay.
or brand trust. What kind of accounting software should I buy for an organization of 100 to 200 people, where I would also want that software to link with Salesforce,
Right.
and it should also come with a ROI in terms of the investment that I do and the savings that I make.
In such cases, does AI miss out the information also?
It may miss out the information if you're not structuring the content well.
Right. ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity, Copilot, are they really changing the way B2B buyer find information?
See, Sudhanshu, what is happening now? Let's look at a few indicators. Number one indicator is the usage of AI platforms. Now, many research agencies state that the usage of Perplexity, ChatGPT, Google AI, etc., has increased by 2x over the last 1 year. Second, we also see that a large proportion of B2B buyers prefer using AI tools somewhere in the decision journey.
Okay.
And when I say large proportion, according to one study, it's about 85 to 89% of them.
Oh.
Right? So it's very clear that AI search is gradually winning. People are preferring AI search for researching information, buying information. And we also see from another study that the classic search or traditional search, their share can come down by 25% as early as 2026.
Okay.
So there are very clear indicators that the usage of these AI platforms is increasing. That is one. Right? Second, if you see the research behavior of B2B buyers, you will find that there are multiple profile of people in a committee who take a decision buying anything.
Right? Correct.
And there was a time when you used to do search on Google with keywords, but that is now not how the researchers think. The researchers thinks in terms of questions and answers.
Right.
So they have certain questions in their minds. They would want to ask those questions and get a more relevant answer.
Right. I guess that is called conversational AI.
So in AI, there are two modes of research.
Okay.
One is a curation way of research, and another is a conversational way of research.
Right.
What you see in Google AI overview is a more curated form of research.
Correct.
You ask a question, and Google kind of curates, summarizes a lot of information and gives it to you.
Right.
And then you surf through that and see where you want to land from there
Exactly.
on. But if you go to the AI mode of Google, then that's a more conversational approach.
Correct.
Because when the answers are given to you, then you have an option to ask the next question
Okay.
or prod deeper into the answer that was provided by Google.
Right.
So these two ways essentially assist the B2B buyers a lot in terms of shaping their thought process and researching.
Right. So what is the next SEO? Like these search engines are now also adopting AI. We have curated method, we have conversational method. So what is the next SEO then?
Okay. So let's not at this point in time mix SEO and AEO together or GEO. Right? SEO is search engine optimization, where you optimize for a search engine, and hence you use a lot of keywords and on-page optimization, etc., so that the search engine can easily find the relevant information and serve it to consumers.
Right.
The focus in SEO is largely on ranking and on traffic, correct? But in AIO, or generative engine optimization, or AI search optimization, your focus is on building trust.
Okay.
You would want your brand to be mentioned by the AI when they are curating an answer and serving to people. And you would want AI to cite your website, cite your link,
Right.
so that people can come to them also eventually when they have done their research. So the metrics or the KPIs for SEO are visibility, which means ranking, and traffic.
Correct.
But here the metrics are not necessarily traffic or necessarily ranking.
Okay.
The objective here is more building trust amongst discerning buyers.
Right.
So that is how these two differ, right? At this point in time.
Right.
Okay. And when people do this research on AI search or on Google, what is happening is that the top funnel search that happens on either Google or AI search, that search doesn't need to culminate into a website visit,
Okay.
correct? Which is why world over, the global traffic on the website is decreasing
Right.
from search platforms. So if you were to really measure up SEO on these parameters, SEO will not be able to stand up because in AI search there is no ranking.
Correct.
The traffic anyways is decreasing, right? So these two are separate. SEO will continue as it is right now, which is fine, and AIO is going to develop further,
Okay.
or GEO is going to develop further.
Okay.
The whole aspect of GEO is content discovery or brand discovery
Okay.
or brand trust, right? That is what people need to build with AIO
Okay.
or GEO.
Okay.
So both AIO and GEO are used in an overlapping manner.
Okay.
So when we use there are a lot of answer engines like let's say not engines but answer forums, for example, which you need to optimize for,
Right.
like Quora or Reddit and so on, right? And on the other hand, you have to optimize your content also in an answer format when you do generative engine
Right.
optimization. Okay. So there is an overlap across all forms of optimizations. Some forms accentuate towards keywords, some towards answers, some towards content,
Right.
right? At this point in time, we have to look at everything. We can't abandon one in
Right.
favor of another, and we cannot mix up all. Each of these need different skill sets.
Okay. So there are multiple content formats like blogs. We have product specifications. We have FAQs. We have other content formats. Which specific content format feeds the AI model in a best way?
So, Dhanshu, there is no preferred format as such. We need to understand how an AI search engine or an AI platform works. AI platform is constantly scouring for answers to the questions that people are asking.
Okay.
So people are asking in the form of long tail queries or prompts on these platforms. And the AI is trying to see what content is matching those questions. I'll give you an example. If I ask a question or if I put a prompt that what kind of accounting software should I buy for an organization of 100 to 200 people, where I would also want that software to link with Salesforce,
Right.
and it should also come with a ROI in terms of the investment that I do and the savings that I make. So it's a long prompt, and that is how the researches happen.
Right.
Correct. Now there is hardly any content which will be written with this title. You will not find an exact content which is answering this question.
Right.
So what is an AI overview or Perplexity ChatGPT doing? So they are looking at multiple such content areas and feeding themselves with contextual content which they can summarize as an answer.
Okay.
Which is why it's important for us when we create content, we need to create content with the industry plus use case context, right? And we also need to create content which is pain point context, location context, right? Technology context, as many nuances as possible we
Correct.
need to create content in. Some of that content can be long form, some of it can be short form, and we need to put that as a knowledge resource on our platform, on our website, for example, so
Okay.
that the AI has ease of understanding what we're talking about, and it can pull out information accordingly, right?
And that's so much of task in the back end, right? In such cases, does AI like miss out the information also?
It may miss out the information if you're not structuring the content well.
Right.
Okay, so there are certain best practices. There are no rules, but there are certain best practices that we need to follow, right? Which includes writing your content in an answer format, as if
Okay.
you're answering something.
Right.
Okay, creating topic clusters
Hmm.
so that you have a very clear, focused uh, positioning in terms of content that you're writing. Within each topic cluster, you have multiple flagship
Right.
content like a guide, for example, or a white paper or a webinar, and so on. And then there should be a lot of small snippets or articles as
Right.
well, addressing that topic pillar.
Correct.
Then you need to have your schemas right. You need to structure your content, especially the written content, articles, in such a way that there are very clear H1s and H2s, which are also in the form of questions.
All
You've
right.
put in the FAQs to further elaborate what you're writing about.
Correct.
You need to have different types of entities, for example, organizational entities or individual entities seamlessly provided for. So that structure is important, and
Right.
then you should be able to be picked up.
Right. So suppose I am a brand, how can I ensure that the content that I'm already putting on the internet, it is a training worthy content, like training worthy to our AI models?
So that's a great question. So ultimately, AI search is always getting trained,
Right.
always learning. And hence, as brands, they should have a mandate for themselves that they need to keep creating content which is oriented towards establishing a brand narrative
Okay.
or training the AI when it comes to their category of operations. Right? That is how you will be perceived as a thought leader. So that's important for sure. Now, how do you do it? You so we all know that when you do a search on AI, the information that AI picks up, a large part of that information is not from your website.
Right.
It's coming in from third party platforms. Wherever there is content that is endorsed by user or created by long tail users, those are getting more preferential treatment. So
Right.
for example, Quora, Reddit, Medium, YouTube, LinkedIn articles, those form of content are getting cited or mentioned on priority
Right.
by the AI platforms. So, as a brand, we need to continuously look for queries that people are making on these platforms. What are people asking on Quora
Okay.
around my category? What are people asking on Reddit? Right? What are people searching on Google? And based on that, you will also know what kind of content I need to create.
Right.
But on Quora and Reddit, you have a very direct understanding of what people are asking.
Right.
So you need to conquer all these platforms,
Right.
right? And that's one way of training the AI. That is one. Number two, what this implies is that you need to create content in multiple formats. You are creating webinars, podcasts, videos, question answers, articles for LinkedIn, and what have you. Apart from creating blogs for your website or infographics, etc., etc. So you need to create content at scale
Okay.
in multi-format for multiple touch points. And for each platform, the objective of content consumption is different.
Okay.
When you go to Quora, you would want to listen to what a peer group is talking, for instance. Similarly on Reddit. But on Reddit, there is more thread communication, which means there is reply, there is question, there is reply, and so on. So the format is slightly more deeper conversations there as compared to Quora. When you go to YouTube, you would want to perhaps understand visually
Right.
whatever you have learned so far, right? And when you go to LinkedIn articles, then you would want to hear from an industry expert
Right.
talking about a subject. So the brand has to influence and cover all these platforms and see how they can create content that is multi-touch point friendly,
All right.
right? And they need to seriously create content at scale.
Okay.
It's
So
not
at
one or
scale
two.
means number of articles or number of pieces of content into number of formats.
Yeah. The reason why I'm saying is that, as told you, that whenever you want to create content, you have to create topic clusters,
Right.
right? Which means that each topic cluster will have multiple types of content that you can create.
Right.
So if you have 5 topic clusters for your website that you have outlined, just like we said, if we are selling accounting software, there could be one topic cluster around technology integration, one around security, right? One around compliance, one around accounting efficiency, and so on. So if these are the topic clusters, for each cluster you have multiple content that you can write in multiple format that you can create. So
Right.
look at the scale. So you have to have full coverage. That is
Correct.
how the AI can be influenced. It's not by one or two blogs that you write.
That's gonna come in. Not that's not gonna come in like
Yeah,
even on the searches.
exactly.
Right. So, do you think long tail keywords or long tail searches, yeah, or I would say context based queries, they impact the content strategy directly?
You mean to say the content around long tail
Exactly. The
keywords?
content around long tail keywords, or we do a lot of nowadays we do a lot of long tail content queries,
Huh.
right? So, do they directly or indirectly impact the content strategy?
Yes, obviously, obviously. See, so you need to understand that when AI search is picking up information, they are now picking up information which is hidden somewhere in Quora,
Right.
okay, hidden somewhere in Reddit, some obscure article on LinkedIn that is getting indexed. Now, this was not the case 2 years ago or 3 years ago, correct? On Google, if you were to type anything, search anything, you will not find these queries coming in.
Correct.
But lately, over the last whatever 3 odd years or so, Google slowly started to infuse Quora queries.
Yes.
Right, in the last almost half a decade, if you see, Google slowly started with Quora queries, YouTube videos coming in. What are people asking? Those kind of snippets are also coming into search,
Right.
which essentially imply that serious researchers, they want to learn from the long tail answers,
Correct.
or answers that are hidden, answers that are essentially presented by individuals who were using certain product.
Correct.
So their experiences are now getting indexed by AI. They're now getting shown, which essentially means for us, for as B2B marketers, we need to create content that is answering those long tail questions.
Right, right. Even Gemini deep research picks up Quora queries even more frequently than it used to be before.
Before, exactly.
Right.
So
Like
roughly
3-4
about
months before.
67% of all content
Right.
that Google picks up, Google AI
Right.
picks up, is from these websites only,
Right.
Quora, Reddit, etc.
Right.
So we need to have a clear strategy as brands for Quora, for Reddit, for LinkedIn,
Right.
not social posts, but as an article strategy for LinkedIn, YouTube strategy, right? All oriented towards answering questions.
A well thought strategy is required,
Exactly, cohesive strategy.
specifically on all the platforms.
Yes.
As a B2B marketer, I used to use following keywords to get the right information, right? So that we used to call keyword first content searches, right? Is it really the same or is it shifting towards the knowledge first content structure?
So what at the back end, what is happening is that platforms like Google have an enormous knowledge graph,
Right,
and that essentially comprises of trillions of units of data around people, organizations, or places, what are called entities.
right,
And what it implies is that when people are asking complex questions, then the knowledge graph assists the search engines to procure data from different
Sources.
linked sources,
Okay.
different entities, and then provide you with a
Hmm.
answer.
Right.
Correct. So what that implies for B2B brands is that they need to keep their organization and individual
Mm-hmm.
entity datas intact,
Okay.
right? So when you're writing a blog, for example, or on your website also, your brand entity should be seamlessly connected throughout, not
Mm-hmm.
just on your website, but also the brand, beyond the website also. Whatever knowledge is getting created by your brand or by your individuals like your CEO or CIO or CISO,
Right.
they should be number one created across different platforms,
Okay.
and they need to link back to that
Mm-hmm.
individual in this case.
Right.
So if I'm writing a content piece, I need to be coming across as a thought leader in the eyes of the search engine or the
Mm-hmm.
AI search,
Right.
and that is how my content is going to get preferential treatment,
Right.
and which will happen if the AI sees my entity as consistent throughout,
Hmm.
right?
Correct.
So my content footprint should be
Mm-hmm.
visible to the AI search or
Mm-hmm.
even the search engines today, and it should be seamlessly connected to me
Hmm.
as an individual. Similarly
Okay.
for the organization also.
Mm-hmm.
That is how you build that trust, and that's how your content starts getting more and more preferential treatment.
How frequently we should update our content? Now I'm not talking about my website, I'm talking about the entire internet,
Hmm.
right? Whatever platforms we have, like Quora, Reddit, or any other third party platform. So I just want to understand the content freshness perspective, like how frequently we should update the content so that it reaches the AI in a right way.
Right. See, freshness is important
Right.
for sure, but apart from freshness, you also need your context and expertise
Hmm.
intact. A fresh content, which is not an expert content, what we
Hmm.
call as EEAT, experience, expertise, authority, and trust, that
Hmm.
should come out in the content that we write.
Hmm.
So, if the content demands more freshness, it
Hmm.
should be freshened up,
Right.
refreshed
Hmm.
frequently. But if there is a kind of a 2025 guide that we have created, that doesn't need to be refreshed every month. You can refresh it the next year.
Right.
However, it pays you if you can add certain updates in the
Hmm.
guide as the months go by. Maybe you wrote something in January, but there was an update in June in around whatever you wrote. So if you can update that,
Right.
that also is a signal to the search engines that this
Hmm.
content has some fresh element to it, which should be shown to people.
Okay. So, can we consider that AI is biased here? Uh, it gives priority to authorized brands versus does it give priority to authorized individuals as well?
No, on the contrary, AI is actually democratizing
Okay.
content visibility.
Okay.
Today, if you are a small brand,
Mm-hmm.
you have a great chance
Mm-hmm.
of now appearing in AI search
Okay.
as compared to classic or traditional search.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason is that a small brand, if it is intelligent in terms of creating the right content,
Mm-hmm.
that content will always be niche,
Right.
right? Because it will be addressing a certain
Mm.
location or a certain category,
Mm.
as opposed to a large player, which would be multi location, multi category.
Correct.
So the chances of that player becoming an expert in that
Mm-hmm.
category or location is always very, very high.
Right.
And this is a time for small or even mid sized brands to really counter the challenge posed by the
Mm-hmm.
larger brands.
So, what is your AI SEO checklist?
So at Converse, we consult various brands,
Mm-hmm.
some of them large MNCs, some of them large Fortune grade organizations, and some even small mid sized organizations as well.
Okay.
Now, how we start the process, I think there is a process when you are doing optimization for AI search or when you are trying to get your content discovered for AI. Number one is that you start with keywords.
Right.
So the keywords give you an idea of uh, where this brand's landscape is. Based on the keywords, we generate the prompts
Mm.
because each keyword can be converted into a multiple form of prompts actually.
Right.
And after the prompt generation, we do the topic generation for content, because each prompt can relate to more than one topic around which you can write.
Right.
So this is one part of the journey where we look at the keywords, try to find out where is the gap currently in terms of where the brand is not ranking versus where it is ranking.
Correct.
Then we can prioritize, okay, these are the keywords where we can work on. Based on those keywords, we generate the prompts.
Okay.
These are the prompts which are generated basis studying the queries that people are making on AI search
Right.
and on platforms like Quora and Reddit, etc. Basis which the prompts are generated.
Okay.
For each prompt, topics are generated.
Right.
So this creates first part of our framework.
Right.
Now, yeah.
Yeah. Please.
So once your topics are generated, the next step is to create multiple content titles
Okay.
and content formats.
Okay.
Correct.
Hmm.
Now
Okay.
that we do again do a extensive research in terms of finding out on these prompts how is our brand faring versus competition
Okay.
and where is the gap.
Okay.
So that gaps also kind of inspire us to create topics for specific prompts, right? And once these titles etc are created after the topic is decided, we also look at the formats, right? For each topic we can actually create multi-format content.
Okay.
The same content can be created into multiple
Formats. Right.
okay, some more deeper and so on.
Right.
And then, as I said, we largely look at all the topics and bucket them into
Okay.
clusters.
Right.
So we will make largely 5 odd clusters or 6 at max. And within those, each clusters, we're going to create 1 or 2 flagship assets
Right.
and a lot of general assets in the multi-format, way. So that is how this entire structuring of content, which would be friendly for AI search,
Right.
is done.
Okay. What about metrics? Like keywords, then prompts, then topics, then content structure, and then multiple formats. Right. At what level we start tracking metrics?
Okay, so we can start tracking metrics right away. That's not the hurdle. The hurdle is that we do not have enough tech available to rightly attribute everything to whatever is happening in AI search.
Right.
So what we do here instead is that we try and find two important metrics that we measure. One is the visibility
Right.
in terms of mentions. Right? Across how many answers is our brand getting mentioned by the AI search? So that is one clear metric that we can measure. Number 2 is that across how many answers our brand is getting cited or our web page is getting cited.
Okay.
That is the second metric. The third metric is that across how many answers my brand is getting cited by a third party. Like maybe on Wikipedia,
Right.
maybe on an industry media news article, for example, which is writing about my industry and I was cited and mentioned there. So these 3 clear metrics I can measure right away.
Okay.
Right? And that gives me a lot of information in terms of how am I faring, where do I need to go
Right.
from here on.
Right.
And I would also understand the competition gaps. How is my competition doing versus me?
Right.
And that makes my job easier in terms of creating or filling in those gap areas.
Right.
But this is not enough, right? This is not enough because eventually you would want to ask what is the business outcome,
Correct.
right? And which is not really crystal clear right now. But what we see with whichever brands we're working currently, what we see is that there is a surge in engaged traffic. Okay, traffic that is spending more time on my website, traffic that is browsing through more number of pages, traffic which is triggering a lot more events or actions, which we can see in analytics. So these 3 areas we can also measure, and we can link it with a business outcome in one sense,
Yes.
because you can link it your traffic with conversions or lead generations or queries, etc.
Right.
Right. So this is where we are currently.
Right.
Going forward, I'm very sure in the next few months we will have that tech to attribute a lot more with what we do on AI search.
And what is the mantra for a marketeer? How should they upgrade or update themselves to get the right information or to build the right information on the AI feeds?
You mean to say how they can keep up with the AI?
Exactly.
The best answer for that would be that your team can do it for you,
Right.
number one, but you can also do it.
Right.
You need to, as a, let's say, as a business head or as a marketing head, you can keep on creating your own list of prompts
Right.
and keep on running them to see does your brand appear or not,
Right.
in what context your brand is being mentioned,
Mm-hmm.
what pages are getting cited. For example, when we did an audit for a brand, we found that this brand has a great citation percentage.
Okay.
Right. But when we dug deeper, we found that a lot of those citations are not from, let's say, India. They are from some other country.
Okay.
So that brand is a large MNC,
Mm-hmm.
and the brand citations are there, but they are not contextual to India.
Right.
The US pages are getting cited in India.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you need to dig deeper and find out under what context your brand is getting cited. So that is important. Ideally, you should have a professional agency working with you on AI content discovery.
Okay.
Or if you have a team in house which can be trained, they can do it. So there's an always on audit that's happening.
Right.
You need to audit how many, and you need to also create repository of prompts and answers.
Okay.
You can start with, let's say, 50 prompts, but go on to make a repository of 500 top prompts
Okay.
correlating with your top 50 keywords. Then
Okay.
you have a great idea in terms of, okay, these keywords amount to so much monthly search volume, and these many search volumes attribute to so many prompts and answers where I am present. So what is my share of voice?
Right.
So I can kind of, it's not an exact way of doing it, but because of lack of something else, we have to do an exercise like this. So keep on continuously auditing professionally or yourself. See the context, under what context your brand is getting mentioned.
Do you think there is a misconception around marketeers that the SEO will be replaced by AI?
On the contrary, my personal experience is slightly different right now. So what is happening currently is that the marketing heads, because they do not have a deeper understanding of the AI-led marketing or B2B marketing, whenever there is a conversation around AI search, they would largely ask the SEO team to lead that discussion. And as I explained earlier also, that this is not SEO. AI content discovery optimization is not SEO completely. So there has to be a paradigm shift now.
Right.
They need to understand the difference between these two, what these two individually can bring in, and what collectively these two can bring in. So today, there is a combination of both that organizations need to practice. You need to have your content SEO optimized for sure. So all the best practices of SEO, they
Right.
need to be in place. But AI goes beyond that. So AI optimization, as we discussed already,
Right.
there are a lot more things that you need to do to make your content more AI search friendly, which is prompt search friendly, or which is question friendly. When a B2B buyer, for instance, is searching, your content need to answer that question,
Right.
which is what we say is answer engine optimization,
Right.
right? That there is a question that someone has in the mind, and you should eventually try to answer that exact question, so that the AI engines can pick that up and show it as it is, that this is the answer to your question.
Right.
So in one sense, that is also answer engine optimization. But as we also said, that a lot of times you may not have content which is literally exactly the same. So in that case, you need to create a content strategy that should have multiple flavor to your topic. So
Right.
that AI can pick up one of the flavors or two flavors from here, three from there, from four from there, and then give a summary.
Right.
So exact answer for answer engine optimization and a compendium of long tail answers for summarizing it. So the future, how will it uh, get translated now for a B2B buyer? So a B2B buyer today is, you know that it's a committee
Right.
based decision making,
Right.
right? The problem there is that each member of the committee is at a different level of understanding or knowledge and has a different uh, stake in the entire decision, correct? Plus they're also evaluating from a different perspective, from a
Right.
different pain point or challenge perspective. And that is why when it comes to B2B decision making, it opinion
Right.
clashes are very common, and bringing everyone to the same page is a great challenge. That is where a lot of time in decision making actually goes. Bringing everyone to the same page, that is a real challenge, and that is where a lot of time is spent while making the B2B buying decisions.
Okay.
Now, to counter that, what can happen in future is that there could be a Copilot agent. Okay, already we are using a lot of AI agent, and
Right.
this is going to soar even more next year.
Right.
So what will happen is that each stakeholder will have their own AI agent, or there can be one combined Copilot, which will work on everyone's behalf.
Right.
And they are going to search for information, shortlist the brands based on everyone's individual preferences,
Right.
and then create a matrix or a dashboard where they can say, okay, this functions, this challenge, check, this function, this challenge, check, and so on, this brand, check. And so they can actually bring everyone on board
Right.
immediately. They will do the research, the agents, and they will also create a dashboard to show, look, where we all converge.
Right.
So which brands can be shortlisted at least, and take it forward from there.
Right.
Okay, so that is how it's going to happen. It will not be individuals researching, it will be the agents, AI agents themselves researching. And hence, we should be ready for that future. We cannot be ready for that future if we are today creating one blog, two blogs,
Right.
or if we are still looking at SEO teams handling the AI content discovery. You are going to lose out
Right.
big time. So now is the opportunity for us to harness and
Right.
leap forward.
But what is the quantum of risk if AI hallucinates the user with wrong information at that level?
Huh. So obviously, this is no brainer. There are risks associated any which ways, but what I have seen is that the hallucinations have decreased a lot over the past year or so. It will decrease even more. But obviously, I was doing a search just last night about a product. I was trying to compare two or three products, and while comparing, the AI search gave me the price chart for each,
Right.
and that's where the pricing was incorrect.
Okay.
So the brand that I was preferring, I thought it's a great brand. Its price was, I think, about 7x more or 6x more than what it
Oh shit.
really is. When I clicked, I saw the actual price of the brand in India, and I then did some more research and found that this price was taken from US,
Oh,
maybe
okay.
for a different bundle. Right? So I can see a problem in product level optimize, or an opportunity for product level content optimization,
Okay.
because AI is still not able to understand or comprehend the bundle specific pricing or
Okay.
bundle specific discounts. For example, if you're looking to
Micro level pe.
for example, if you're looking at buying a razor, shaving razor,
Right.
and there is a bundle shaving razor with 12 blades, single shaving razor of a different upgraded model, and so on. There could be 10 different combination packs
Correct.
available. That is where the AI is getting confused, which essentially implies that for all e-commerce platforms or all FMCG brands or all even B2B products also, you need to have your product level content optimized for AI, because hallucination actually if there is hallucination, that brand was actually lost
Right.
because I saw the price is really
Right.
6-7x more than what I was expecting. So I obviously it was out of consideration,
Right.
right? So that's just one example. It can happen in terms of, let's say, specs as well. For example, look at Samsung,
Right.
right? Now they have multiple brands. There is an A series, there is an M series, there is a Z series, F
Correct.
series.
Correct.
For a common man, it's difficult to understand how does an M series differ from an A series or an F series. And when they do an AI search, and if AI search somehow misses by 1% also in terms of specs, then a premium series will lose out on a
Right.
low budget
Low
series,
budget series.
because it will look for a user that both of them are same.
Right.
At times it may happen. So
Yeah.
hallucination
At time it happens.
it happens.
Right.
So that's where there is a problem right now. The problem is less intense at this point in time, but it's important for brands to recognize that.
Right.
More so B2B brands, because there the research is very intense.
Okay.
Right? For want of one feature, I can discard a brand.
Right.
So they need to be very sure that their content is AI optimized.
Okay. Okay. What do you think? How small scale businesses can leverage AI?
I think small scale businesses are in the best position to leverage AI today.
Okay.
See, small scale businesses cannot compete with the larger brands in terms of financial power.
Right.
They cannot have so much of an ad spend as a large player. They cannot have such kind of distribution like large players. So how do they compete? Now AI gives them a landscape which is far more democratized. If they have a very specialized content and which is AI optimized for discovery, they can rub shoulders with the large brands.
Right.
The opportunity is very clear. AI is looking for long tail content which is answer based,
Right.
which answers specific questions of the users. As small brands, we have a lot of opportunity because we are also limited by scale in terms of category width as well. We can actually, and plus we are more agile than a large brand. A large brand will take weeks and months before they decide to go and execute something.
Right.
A small brand can do it in 1 week. So because of that agility, because of the very niche focus, they can actually take the best advantage of the AI landscape today.
So you mean to say demand anyhow is going to increase overall? How these small brands can leverage demand generation, AI-based demand generation, like maybe in next 1 year, 2 year, or 3 years?
So when you say AI based demand generation of what?
So like all the searches, all the things are going on AI platforms, right?
Right. We understand that a lot of your content for top funnel,
Right.
where the person is still discovering the pain point,
Right.
for that people are not going to come to your website.
Correct.
So that is going to get reduced.
Right.
You need to create content which can be summarized by AI, and people can get their answer from there. That will solve for the trust factor,
Right.
that you are a brand who is enabling people to understand and appreciate the key pain points
Right.
and the best practices. Right. You are also the key brand who is doing some kind of troubleshooting.
Right.
Right. So troubleshooting content also can get indexed, and people don't need to come to you specifically for that.
Right.
They can get that answer from there itself. So that content you need to fix first. Second is the content which is more middle funnel, where people would need to evaluate and get educated on your category.
Okay.
Right.
Hmm.
Evaluate your brand obviously going forward, but before that they also want to get educated on this category, how this category functions, right? What are the success stories here,
Right.
and so on. So that content, if you create in advance, then people are going to visit your website. So what is happening is that more intentful users are going to visit your website.
Right.
Even if they do not visit your website, they will visit other platforms where your content is seeded.
Right.
So you need to do a lot of seeding of content also. correct? So they may go to Reddit or Quora or YouTube to consume your content, not come on your website.
Right.
And then you can also create content within this area itself. Um, for example, calculators. If a person is trying to understand the cost implication of a solar roof panel,
Right.
then a calculator kind of a content of yours is going to bring people to your platform.
Amazing.
So you will get essentially people who have high intent,
Right.
who want to engage with you. Correct. See, we discussed in the last podcast also, for B2B buyers, roughly 70-75% of the time, they do a self-guided research.
Right.
They do not want to meet a brand or the sales reps.
Right.
So that opportunity you have lost. Your salespeople cannot meet when they are deciding. And that is where AI search can also help you, because within this 75% time frame, your content is your salesperson.
Right. AI can be your new sales agent.
AI can be your news. AI content discovery
Right.
itself is a sales agent for you.
Right.
And when people come, and that brings to a very interesting thing, is that when people come to your website tomorrow, the AI will progress to a level where people can ask questions.
Right.
So they are not going to scroll through the entire page.
Correct.
They're just going to ask the question there on your website, and your website is going to give you that answer
Correct.
for them.
Correct.
So this is how it is going to transition.
Right.
You're going to get more engaged users, more intentful users,
Right.
and that is how your demand is going to grow,
Correct.
because you are going to not get burdened with users or traffic which is going to do nothing but skims the content and bounces or goes out.
Correct. Then why marketers are still confused between AEO and GEO?
Uh, why they are confused is because these two terms sound similar. Uh, however, answer engine optimization is about optimizing your content in such a way that the search engine can pick it up for a direct answer to a question,
Okay.
or for a voice search. Because when you're asking those questions, you need to get a direct, specific answer. And your goal is to get your answer, your content, being visible in the featured snippets or questions that Google publishes within the search platform.
Right.
So that's answer engine optimization. You are solving for the questions that are being asked by the search engine, or being aggregated and then pushed within the search engine in the form of featured snippets or voice search or etc. So that's answer engine optimization. Generative engine optimization is all about getting mentioned and cited by the AI platforms like ChatGPT, Perplexity, AI mode of Google, or AI overview, to more complex answers or more nuanced answers. So more long tail queries. So that's the
Basic difference.
basic broad answer.
Okay. All right.